Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please do let me know. Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now, guys. If you guys are able to listen to me properly as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please do let me know. Okay. There's some issue with the video, I guess. Let me just correct that for you guys. Give me a second. Let me correct the video for you guys. Give me a second. Okay. Hello, hello. I think so. Now my video should be visible to everybody, right? There shouldn't be any issues with my video right now. Okay, great. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. How are you guys? Is everybody fine? Is everybody great? Please let me know. Is everybody fine? Is everybody great, guys? Please let me know. Fine? Good? Amazing? Great, guys. That's great to hear. Okay, so let me know, guys, just a quick revision about what have we studied in our yesterday's class, guys. Could you guys let me know, just for a very quick revision, guys? Can you guys let me know what have we studied in our yesterday's class? Just a quick revision, guys. Can you guys just recap what have we studied in our yesterday's class, guys? Please let me know. We studied the pillars of web development, right? What are the 4 pillars of web development, guys? Could you guys let me know? What are the 4 pillars of web development? Could you guys let me know? The 4 pillars of web development: front end web development, back end web development, DevOps, and cloud. In this bootcamp, we are going to focus upon front end web development, right? We also studied about a little bit about HTML, CSS, and what is their usage. We also studied a little bit about JavaScript. We looked into the past of JavaScript as well. What are the other names that is of JavaScript? That is live script types, live script. Then you are having your ECMAScript. Again, JavaScript. These are the different names of JavaScript as well. So these are the small things that we have studied in our yesterday's class, right, guys? The small thing that we have studied in our yesterday's class. Just a quick revision before we start today's class itself. In today's class, we are going to start off with JavaScript, guys. Okay, in today's class, we are going to start off with JavaScript. Now, when we are studying JavaScript for the day 2 and day 3 of our class, we will be requiring a laptop. Okay, we will be requiring a laptop to study JavaScript on the day 2 and day 3 of our class, guys. But do not worry. Do not worry if you don't have a laptop. There is no issues whatsoever. Okay, for day 2 and day 3, if you don't have a laptop, just take a notebook and a pen. Okay, just write down the notes about whatever we are studying right over here. Do not worry about it if you don't have a laptop. from day 4, when we are going to start with React.js and even the project that we are going to make at the end of the bootcamp, you don't require a laptop for that. Even if you are having a smartphone, you will be able to code everything. You will be able to practice everything related to React.js, as well as make the entire project from your phone itself directly. So I've done that for you guys. Okay, you don't have to worry about it. Just while we are learning JavaScript, there's a requirement of a laptop. But if you don't have it, no issues in that. Just take a notebook and a pen, sit throughout the class and write down the notes about whatever we are studying right over here. Okay, you don't have to download anything. You don't have to do anything like that. Okay, just pay attention to the class and you will be able to understand everything, guys. Okay, great. So let's get started with our today's class without any fault, guys. Okay, and it would be amazing. Please focus upon the class. And are you guys excited for today's class? Starting with JavaScript, starting with practical JavaScript. Are you guys excited for today's class, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys excited for today's class, guys? Please let me know. Yes? Come on, guys. Amazing, amazing. Let's get started with today's class absolutely as soon as possible. Okay. Now, we are going to start off with learning about JavaScript. Many of you guys must have heard about these coding environments, these coding editors that are there, such as VS Code, okay, or Atom, or maybe Sublime Text. These are different type of coding environments that are available to us, but we are not going to use any of them. Okay, while starting to learn JavaScript, I want to make sure that your base is absolutely strong. As a developer, whatever the tools that we are going to use in the future as a front-end web developer, we need to be familiarizing ourselves with those tools as well. Due to that particular reason, we are going to use something called as the developer's console. Now, please try to understand it. It's a very important task to understand the importance of the developer's console and how to use it. Due to that particular reason itself, we are not going to start by using a coding environment such as or code editor such as VS Code or Sublime Text. We are going to start off by using the developer's console. We are going to use it in the future, just not right now. Like I said, I like to start things from the basic. Make sure that your base is built absolutely well. So due to that particular reason, just focus upon the class, guys. And I know that you guys will do amazing right over here. So let's get started with it, guys. So let me open up your chat so that I'm able to see your chat as well while I am teaching you guys. Okay, let me close it down for you guys right over here. And let me open a new page. So inside of your Chrome, so as a front-end web developer, you are actually creating web apps, right? You're creating applications, you're creating websites that are going to run on a web browser, right? Now, there might be many errors that are coming up in your code. Okay, there maybe some button is not coming up to its own place, or maybe an image is not getting shown to your website itself. How do you know that these errors are coming up to your screen? So for that particular reason, all the developers around the world, they code for just 20% of their time itself. Okay, we don't code 100% of our time. 20% of our time we will be coding. 30% of our time we'll be researching what to code on Google. Okay, and the rest of the 50% of our time, as all software engineers in every single company, spend their times correcting their code, solving errors in their code. And for that, we use a particular location inside of, because web browser is the one who is reading your code, who is showing you the website itself. So anywhere on your website, if you do a right click on the website and select the inspect option, okay, select the inspect option, it opens up a panel down below called as the developers console, guys. Just right click anywhere on the website, select the inspect option itself, and you will be able to see something popping up right over here called as the developers console. Okay, now this developers console is the place where 50% of our time as software engineers, we spend it right over here understanding what went wrong in our code, guys. Due to that particular reason itself, it is very important for beginners such as you to be familiarizing yourself with some of the important parts of this developers console right now itself, instead of doing it later on. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is that we are going to select this. So as you are able to see, there are a lot of different options right over here. You're having console, elements, sources. You're having other options such as network, performance, memory, application, security, lighthouse, recorder, performance insights. There are so many different options available right now. But for basics, we are going to start off by using the console. Okay, we are going to start off by using console. So right click anywhere on the website, select the inspect option. It will open up this panel for you, and then select the console option from right over here. This is the place where we are going to start by learning JavaScript, by writing our code in JavaScript itself. So whenever anybody of us, okay, any software engineer, any person who starts learning, so I am an Indian, okay, I am Indian. Okay, so in our heritage, in our tradition itself, it is counted to be very auspicious to eat curd and sugar before doing anything new. Okay, well, many of you guys might be Indians as well, and they might watch like take up a poll for me that yes, this is true, that in our culture we eat curd and sugar before doing anything new. Okay, in a similar manner itself, programmers as well feel that it is very auspicious to write hello world in any of the programming languages whenever we start learning a new language itself, guys. Okay, whenever we start learning a new language from programmers, the tradition of programmers is to write hello world in that particular language first of all. So we are going to start by doing that itself, guys. Okay, we are going to write hello world in JavaScript. Now the place where you are writing your code itself is called as the console. Okay, this place, as you are able to see, I've selected the console from right over here. I'm writing my code inside of the console. So this is also termed as, this is called as the console itself. So I want to print hello world inside of the console. I want to print hello world. I want to write hello world inside of the console itself. So first I will be selecting console. So console dot, and what do I want to do, guys? What do I want to do? I want to print something inside of the console. So could you guys let me know what is the meaning of the term log in normal English, guys? In normal English, I don't want to know the meaning in mathematics. I don't want to know the meaning in programming. Imagine you don't know maths. Imagine you don't know programming. What is the meaning of the term log in normal English, guys? To record something, right? When you say that, okay, I'm logging down all your reports. Okay, I am logging the data in. I am logging into a platform. I'm logging out of the platform. What is that? That means basically to record something. Okay, that basically means to record something. So right over here, I want to record. Okay, I want to write something. I want to record something inside of the console. So I'm going to do console.log, guys. I'm going to do console.log, and then I'm going to write hello world inside of the parenthesis, guys. I'm going to write hello world inside of the parenthesis. As you're able to see, I've written console. I've selected console. I'm telling that I want to log something out in the console. I want to record something out in the console itself. And what do I want to record? I want to record this term hello world right over here, guys. Hello world right over here. As soon as I press enter, okay, as soon as I press enter, as you're able to see, we are getting hello world printed out inside of your console itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. I'm able to print hello world inside of the console itself, right, guys? Now there are a lot of different things right over here. Okay, I understood. Okay, console.log, console, the place where we want to print, log, that is what we want to record. Okay, the term hello world, that we want to put it right over here. But what about this semicolon? Why is this semicolon right over here? So think about it, guys. JavaScript is a programming language. Think about it as it is exactly like English. So for example, in English, whenever you finish a sentence, you put up a dot at the end of the day, right? After finishing a sentence, you put up a full stop at the end. Okay, that basically marks that, okay, this sentence is now complete. In a similar way, inside of programming as well, when you want to mark the end of a programming sentence, okay, you put up a semicolon at the end, guys. It is as simple as that. As simple as that, guys. Now, try to understand this, guys. Let's do something else. Let's do something else. I don't want to print something out inside of the console. I want to showcase a notification to my user. I want to create a notification that is going to say, hi, welcome to DevTown. Okay, I want to do a very simple stuff. So whenever you're using websites, you have seen some pop-ups coming up on your screen, right? Saying some shit. I don't know what they usually say, but they say some shit on your website itself. So in the exact same way, I want to create a pop-up. I want to create a notification for my users saying, hi, welcome to DevTown. Now, to do that, there is a term, there is a keyword inside of JavaScript that helps us do that. That is called as alert. Now, could you guys let me know what is the meaning of the term alert in just normal English, guys? I don't want to know the meaning of the term in programming. Just in normal English, guys, what is the meaning of the term alert? Could you guys let me know? What is the meaning of the term alert in normal English, guys? Could you guys let me know? A warning, to notify something, to bring attention. Okay. Anything else, guys? Warning, be careful, to notify something, to tell something. So I want to notify something, I want to warn something, I want to tell something to my user. For that, in JavaScript, I use the term alert right over here. So let us put up alert right over here, guys. ALERT, alert, parenthesis, okay, and we'll put the term, okay, hi. What is the message that I want to showcase to my user? Okay, so hi, welcome to DevTown. Okay, as simple as that, guys. Hi, welcome to DevTown. As soon as I press enter right over here, as you're able to see, I'm getting a notification, I'm getting a warning, I'm getting an alert. This is called as an alert, guys. I'm getting an alert saying Chrome new tab page says, hi, welcome to DevTown. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to see this? Are you guys able to see the alert? Please let me know. Yes? Everybody is able to see that? Great, awesome. So this is how you can use alert to create notifications for your users as well. Now, I want to take in an input from the user. I want to ask the user, dude, what is your name? I want to ask the user, dude, what is your name? Okay, matlab, up till now, I'm just able to print something out inside of the console. I'm able to show something to my user as well. I want to take in an input from the user, guys. I want to take it an input from the user. How can I do that? For that, we are going to use something called as prompt. Now, again, guys, could you guys let me know what is the requirement? Okay, just think about it. Okay, what is the meaning of the term prompt in normal English, guys? In normal English, think about it. Okay, you will be able to grasp the idea of using prompt very easily due to that. Okay, prompt, what is the meaning about it? Okay, so I'm prompting somebody to speak. Okay, I'm prompting somebody to speak. Okay, I'm asking somebody to speak. Okay, I'm poking somebody, okay, to speak up. Okay, that is the meaning of the term prompt, guys. Okay, to ask somebody, I'm prompting you to buy a car. Okay, that's a very shitty ass analogy, but yeah, I hope that that makes you guys understand this stuff properly. It is just normal English, guys. So I'm prompting JavaScript to ask what is your name to my user. So let us do that. So prompt prompt. Okay, what is your name? Okay, prompt, I'm asking JavaScript, I'm prompting JavaScript to ask what is your name. So as soon as I press enter right over here, guys, as soon as you have pressed enter right over here, you're getting another notification very similar to the alert notification, but this time you are having an input field as well, guys. Are you guys able to see that? Please let me know. You're getting an input field right over here as well. You're getting what is your name and then an input field. So the user can put his name right over there, guys. My name is Shaurya, so I'll put in Shaurya right over here. I'm giving my input to the developer. As soon as I press enter right over here, that input given by the user is coming up inside of our console, guys. It is coming up inside of our console. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to see this? Are you guys able to understand the use case of prompt to take an input from the user itself? Okay. Now think about it. There are different kinds of data that is there around you at all times. For example, if I just take in this can of Red Bull, if I take in this can of Red Bull itself, you're having Red Bull written right over here. that is text. Okay, that is a text based data, right? If I go back, you are able to see some numbers written right over here, right? Are you guys able to see some numbers written right over here? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to see some numbers written right over here, guys? Please let me know. So there is different kinds of data present all around you at all times. Okay. So in programming, when programming was created, okay, what they have done is they have differentiated data into various different categories. Now, please try to understand it. Many of you guys must have learned some other programming language when you came to this particular bootcamp. Some of you might have learned other programming languages. Maybe some has learned C, some has learned C++, some has learned C sharp, some has learned Java, some has learned Python. These are other programming languages as well. In every single programming language, the categories in which data has been divided into are different. Please try to understand this, guys. For example, and these types of data are called as data types, guys. These types of data are called as data types. Okay, so in every single programming language, the data types are different. So whatever you guys have learned when you were studying other programming languages, it will be totally different when you're studying JavaScript, because they are not the same programming language. For example, in English, if I say Guten Morgen, if in English I say good morning, in German I have to say Guten Morgen. The languages are different, the grammar is different, the syntax is different, right? So in JavaScript, the types in which we differentiate data are different from what we have learned in other programming languages, guys. Please do remember that. Do not ask me the question, sir, why is it like this? Because it is JavaScript, it's an other programming language. Okay, so for example, there are different kinds of data that exist. For example, numbers. Okay, one of the major data types in JavaScript are called as numbers. For example, 7. Okay, that is a number. 3.14, any kind of decimal value is also a number itself. Okay, all the data, all the numbers, whether it be decimal number, integer, whole number, negative integers, negative decimal numbers, everything is considered as the data type numbers in JavaScript, guys. Okay, everything, negative, positive, decimal, non-decimal, everything is just numbers in JavaScript, guys. Okay, the second particular data type that exists in JavaScript is basically your strings. Okay, any kind of textual data, any text based data itself is called as a string in JavaScript, guys. So for example, right over here, if I'm writing Shaurya, okay, this is nothing else but a string. Okay, sure is anything that you put in between, say, two quotation marks. Okay, anything that you put between the quotation marks, whether it be a single quotation mark. Okay, right now I can create a single quotation mark itself. Okay, anything that you put in between a double quotation mark or a single quotation mark is a string, guys. Anything, for example, Shaurya, space space, capital letters, space space, numbers, space space, then you are having special characters as well. Anything that you want to create, anything that you put in between a double quotation mark or a single quotation mark will be treated as a string itself. The last and the final data type that you guys need to know of is the Boolean data type, guys. Okay, for many of you guys, you must have studied physics in your class 11th, I guess, right? Many of you guys must have studied physics in your class 11th. Please do let me know. Do you guys remember zeros and ones, the Boolean data in physics? Zeros and ones that you have learned in physics in your class 11th. They were nothing else but true and false values, guys. Okay, they were nothing else but true and false value. Everything in this entire world can be seen in true and false value itself. Is my laptop on? True. Is my laptop all off? False. Okay, anything and everything can be categorized into just two particular values itself, true and false. So that is called as the Boolean values. Boolean value has no other value except true and false, guys. For example, to write true, you just have to write true in JavaScript. To write false, you just have to write false in JavaScript. please do try to understand it that JavaScript is a case sensitive language, guys. Okay, JavaScript is a case sensitive language. What do I mean by that? For JavaScript, capital T and small t are two separate things. They are not the same. Capital T and small t are two separate things, guys. They are not the same. Okay, so if you are writing true, you have to make sure that everything is in small letters itself. If you're writing false, you have to make sure that everything is in small letters. Otherwise, JavaScript won't be able to recognize it. Okay, so please remember, JavaScript is a case sensitive language, guys. Okay, great. If you want to check what is the data type of a particular value, okay, if you want to check what is the data type of a particular value, you can use the type of function, guys. Okay, there you can just write type of and then parenthesis, whatever value that you want to check the data type of, whatever value that you want to check the data type of. Okay, you can put it in between these parentheses and you will be able to see their data type. For example, I want to check the data type of false. Okay, so I'll just write false right over here. So the type of false, and as you're able to see, it is showing me the Boolean. Okay, that is the data type of the false value. Okay, so you can do this for every single value to check up what is the data type of that particular object itself, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand everything up till here, guys? Please do let me know. Amazing, guys. Amazing. You guys are so smart, huh? You guys are very smart, very intelligent. You guys were able to understand everything in just one go. Amazing, guys. Just keep the same focus, and I'm guaranteeing you guys that everything you will be able to understand it very easily, and you will be able to excel in this bootcamp, guys. That is my 100% guarantee. Just listen to me very clearly. Do not get distracted by anything, and you will be able to understand everything, guys. Okay, the next thing that we need to understand is a concept called as variables, guys. Is a concept called as variables. Now, what are these variables? So you let us take up an example. Let me open a paint, guys. Let me open up paint. Let me put it up on the right hand side, this on the left hand side. Let me make it a bit smaller. Okay, and we are having our paint as well. Great. So let us try to understand the concept of variables itself. Now, let's assume that I'm having a value. Okay, Shaurya. Having a value called as Shaurya. Now, in my childhood, when I was in school itself, I had the hair. As you're able to see, my hair is not always good, right? And in my childhood, I had a very curly hair, a thick black curly hair itself. So due to that particular reason, I had a nickname in school called as Jelly V Maggie. That means burnt Maggie itself. Maggie is a type of a dish that we are having in India. I think so. Noodles. You can think about it as noodles as well for those who are outside India. So my friends used to call me burnt noodles. Okay, just think about it because of the hair itself. Now, when you are a child, when you are in school, most probably you know others by their nicknames itself, right? You don't call them as their entire name, that Shaurya Rakesh Sinha, come here and sit. Shaurya Rakesh Sinha, let's go out to play cricket. You don't know, you don't do that, right? You call them by their nicknames itself, right? Now, it is easier. Not just it's fun. Okay, of course it's fun to call somebody as blind if he's wearing specs. So I'm also wearing specs, so you will call him as blind. Okay, but the point is that it is also something that helps you like remember stuff. Okay, it is easier. Instead of calling me Shaurya Rakesh Sinha, come and sit with me, you are easily able to call me by my nickname itself, which is shorter, which is simpler, and it refers back to the same person, right? It refers back to the same person itself. Are you guys able to understand it? Please let me know. It refers back to the same person, right, guys? Please let me know. Yes. So in a similar way, inside of programming as well, instead of using the actual value again and again, we use something called as a variable. Think about variable as nothing else but a nickname given to this value. Think about variables as nothing else but a nickname given to this particular value. I know my handwriting is very bad, guys. Just bear with me. I will try not to write a lot. Okay, but I hope that you are able to understand that is nickname and not mick name. Okay, just try to bear with me. So as you're able to understand, variables are nothing else but nicknames for values that you are assigning, so that you don't have to use that value again and again and again inside of your code itself. Okay, that is the use of variables. Let us try to create a variable inside of JavaScript itself, guys. Okay, so to create a variable, it is very simple. You write var. Okay, that is that I am telling JavaScript that this is a variable itself. Okay, I'm telling JavaScript that this is a variable. I will give the variable name right now. I will give the nickname. So let's assume the nickname that I want to give is what should I give? Noodles, NOODLES, noodles. Okay, and var noodles is equals to, and then the value, sure. So now this nickname noodles contains the value Shaurya inside of it. Anytime that I want to use the value Shaurya, I want to call the value Shaurya itself, I'm going to use the nickname that I've assigned right over there, guys. Okay, I have to provide it with a nickname I have to assign right over there, that is noodles. Every time I just flew my pen away. So every time I have to use my nickname itself, that is noodles itself. Are you guys able to understand it? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. This concept of variables, were you able to understand it, guys? Yes. Let us try to create some variables on our own as well. Let us go back. Let us go back to our code itself. Let's try to create some variables on our own, right? So what we'll be doing, okay, why is this? Okay, so what we're going to do is var NOODLES noodles. Is my spelling of noodles correct? I don't know. Is my spelling of noodles correct, guys, or have I made a mistake in writing the spelling of noodles? I'm not able to understand. I hope that it is correct. Let us think that it is correct itself. So noodles is equals to Shaurya right over here, and then semicolon at the end, and now we'll press enter. So now whenever I want to use Shaurya anywhere, I can use it as noodles. Okay, so for example, I want to check what is the data type of this particular value itself. I'll write type of, and then in parentheses I'll write NOODLES noodles, and then I will put up a semicolon at the end. So as you're able to see, the value that is contained inside of noodles, okay, the value that is contained inside of noodles itself is Shaurya. So it will tell me the data type of the value that is contained inside of noodles. Okay, that is Shaurya itself, and that is string, guys, and that is string. We already know that, but right over here you can use it in anything that you want. Another thing that you have to learn about strings is a property. So for example, if I'm writing 7 plus 4, guys, if I'm writing 7 plus 4, I'm getting 11 as my answer, right, guys? I'm writing 7 plus 4, both are numbers, I'm adding them up, I'm getting 11 as my answer. But if I'm doing the exact same thing on strings, okay, I'm having hello, and then I'm writing plus world. This is called as concatenation. 7 plus 4 is called as addition. This operation of using the plus symbol on your strings is called as concatenation itself, guys. What do I mean by concatenation? It will basically concatenate the two words together. It will attach the two words together to form a single word, guys. It will add the two particular strings together. It will concatenate them together. It will attach them together to form a single string, guys. As you're able to see right over here, we are getting hello world on our screen. Okay, right? I can concatenate as many number of words as I want. So for example, hello plus, I'll concatenate an empty word and then plus world. So as you're able to see, I'm concatenating 3 different strings right over here to form a single string that is called as hello space world, guys. Are you guys able to understand this property of concatenation, guys? Please let me know. Nothing too difficult, right? Logical thing. Plus add, form one string. Okay, as many strings as you want, concatenate them to form one string itself. Simple, not very difficult. Let us use all the knowledge that we have accumulated up till this particular point of time to take in an input from the user. So my aim is to show a message, a greeting message, a personalized greeting message to somebody coming on my website. For example, if the person's name is Shaurya who is coming to my website, I want to showcase, hi Shaurya, welcome to DevTown, depending upon his name itself. Okay, so what we want to do, right over here is that we want to create a, first, we need to take in the input from the user, right guys? We need to take in the name of the user to showcase a greeting message, a personalized greeting message. I need to know the name of the user, right? So we'll create a var called as name that will contain the name of the user itself. So whatever input that the user gives by using prompt, to take in an input, we need to use prompt, guys, right? Whatever we have learned up till now, I'm just going to use that, guys. Nothing new, guys. Just I'm going to use that itself. So prompt is going to take in a input from the user. That input, whatever the user gives of his name, I'm going to add it, I'm going to save it, I'm going to give it a nickname that is called as name. Okay, I'm going to give it a nickname. I'm going to assign it to a variable itself. So this variable name will contain whatever input that the user is giving to me. Right, guys? Are you guys able to understand this sentence? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand this sentence itself? Please let me know. This is very important. I'm not at all using anything new, guys. Whatever we have learned up till now, I'm just using that. Right? Very easy. Yes. So if I press enter right over here, I'm getting what is your name. I'm going to write Shaurya right over here. And that Shaurya is going to get saved inside of name, guys. If I do console.log and then I write name right over here, okay, you guys will be able to see that the name basically contains Shaurya. Whatever the input that the user gave to me, it contains that inside of it. As simple as that, guys. So var name is equals to prompt, what is your name? Okay, prompt, we have already learned about it. Variables, we have already learned about it. Nothing new that is coming up right over here, guys. The next thing that I want to do is I want to showcase a personalized greeting message to my user saying, hi Shaurya, welcome to DevTown. For that, I need to use alert. Okay, so show a message itself. So alert alert. Then in parenthesis, I will be putting up the next terms. Now right over here, guys, I will put up hi. Then I will call, so name itself is a string, right? Name is also a string. So I'm going to concatenate it right over here. Name plus, then again a particular message. Hi, name, welcome to DevTown. Okay, so right over here, what I've done is I am showing an alert message to the user itself. Okay, I am showing an alert. I'm going to showcase a message to the user using my concatenation and alert property. Concatenation, we have already learned about it, right? Nothing new in that as well. We are also using alert, that we have already learned about it. Nothing new right over here as well. Whatever we have studied in today's class, we are just using that. So I'm using hi. That is the first part of my message. I'm concatenating it with the name that the user gave to me. And then I'm writing the other part of the message itself. Now, if I press enter right over here, you are able to see, hi Shaurya, welcome to DevTown. Okay, hi Shaurya, welcome to DevTown itself. So it is basically having two separate lines of code, guys, to do this. The first line of code is basically to take in the input of the user, right? To take in the input of the user itself through prompt. Prompt is used to take in the input of the user. We are saving that input of the user inside of a variable called as name. Okay, so that we can use that name at any particular point of time. Okay, we are saving that input inside of a variable called as name. Then using alert and concatenation. Concatenation is nothing else, guys. Addition of strings. Concatenation basically means there are multiple strings. We are concatenating them to form a single string itself. Okay, we are concatenating everything, we are attaching everything to form a single string itself, and that is what is going to be shown to us in an alert. That is, hi Shaurya, custom message guys, hi Shaurya, welcome to DevTown. Now whatever the user is giving us an input as, whatever the name that the user is having, every time our alert, our greeting will be different. It will depend on the person itself, right guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this particular concept, guys? Please let me know. Nothing very complicated right over here, guys. Very simple, very easy, right? Great, guys. Amazing, amazing. Okay, so the next thing that we need to focus upon, we have learned about nicknames for values, right? Before that, I wanted you guys to understand something as well. In JavaScript, okay, even if you run a particular line of code without a semicolon, okay, right over here, alert, hi, name, welcome to DevTown. As you're able to see, there is no semicolon right over here, guys, right? Are you guys able to see that? There is no semicolon right over here. Are you guys able to see it? There are no semicolons right over here, guys. Are you guys able to see any kind of semicolons right over here? Please let me know. No semicolons, right, guys? So even without semicolons as well, your code is working absolutely fine. If I press enter right over here, hi Shaurya, welcome to DevTown. Your code is working absolutely fine without a semicolon as well. Without a semicolon as well, your code is working absolutely fine. But then why are we telling you guys? Okay, why are we telling you guys that, okay, you have to put semicolon right over here? If the code works without a semicolon as well, why did I say that you must use semicolon right over there? The reason for that is that right now you guys are writing code that is very small. Okay, you guys are writing code that is very small, guys. Just one line of code, 2 lines of code at max. When you are actually working in JavaScript, you will be writing thousands of lines of JavaScript code at once. You're not going to write 1 line or 2 lines of code at any particular point of time. At that point of time, you might face some errors because you have not used semicolon itself. You might face some errors that because you have not used semicolon. Due to that particular reason itself, it's always a good precaution. It's always a good precaution to always use semicolons itself. There's always a good precaution to always use semicolons. Okay, are you guys able to understand it? So that you don't end up at errors in the future. Yes, you should know that without the semicolon as well, your code is going to work. JavaScript code is going to work without semicolons. But a good programmer, a good software engineer, a good practice instead of JavaScript programming is to always use semicolons, guys. Okay, please do remember that. This is a very important interview question that people ask, that without semicolon, will your code work or not? Okay, in most of the programming languages, it won't work, but in JavaScript, it will work. Okay, good, guys. Amazing, amazing. The next thing that we want to do, guys, is we have learned about all these stuff. Now let us write, but we are only able to write 1 line of code at a time, right, guys? We are only able to write 1 line of code at a time. I want to write multiple lines of code. That is my basic concept, that why to write just 1 line of code, right? I want to write 2 lines of code. Okay, that is my aim. I want to write 2 lines of code at once and run it at once itself. I don't want to write 1 line of code and then run it, then the second line of code and then run it. I don't want to do that. I want to run 2 lines of code at once. For that, inside of the console itself, you can easily do that. What you have to do is first write the first line of code. Okay, let's write the first line of code itself. That is var name prompt, what is your name? That is the first line of code right over here. But if I press enter, okay, if I press enter right over here, it will run this particular line of code, guys. If I press enter right over here, it will run this particular line of code. Are you guys able to understand it? Please let me know, guys. If I press enter right over here, it will run this particular line of code for me. And I don't want that, right? Do you guys want that? I don't want it. Do you guys want it? No, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to write shift enter. We are going to click on shift enter. Just pressing enter will run this particular line of code. I want to write more lines of code itself. So I will have to press shift enter, guys. Both these stuff. First press shift, then enter, guys. Okay. So it will take your cursor to the next line. As you are able to see, I've pressed shift enter and I've gone to the next line. I can continue writing my code. I can write alert. Okay. And then hi name, welcome to DevTown. As you're able to see, I am able to write alert, hi name, welcome to DevTown right over here. So if you want to continue writing more lines of code without running this, you have to press shift enter, guys. You have to press shift enter inside of the console. If you guys press enter, okay, if you guys press enter, it will execute both these lines of code at once. Okay, so right over here, now I'm going to write enter, and as you're able to see, my first line of code got executed. Var name prompt, what is your name? I'm going to provide a name, guys. So I'm going to provide a name of Nishit. Okay, Nishit, Nishit, and I think so Jain, that is one of the students that is there. I just took his name. I'm sorry if you don't mind it. I've just taken another name. So I provided the prompt with a new name, Nishit Jain. Okay, as soon as I press enter, you're able to see the second line also getting executed. Hi Nishit Jain, welcome to DevTown. Okay, so I executed both the lines of code together itself. Okay, I executed both the lines of code together itself. Are you guys able to understand it? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please do let me know. Now, although you are able to write multiple lines of code right over here, it feels as a very tedious task, right? It feels very tedious to write multiple lines of code right over here. I have to continuously write these type of stuff, right? So I have to do shift enter to go to the next line. If I forget to do shift enter, it will just execute all my code for me. Very tedious task, very tedious task. So for that particular reason itself, there is another place inside of the console itself which will make it easier for you guys to write multiple lines of code, and that particular platform is the sources platform. Right now we were in the console platform right over here, guys. Now we need to go to the right, that is the sources platform itself. So console, elements, and then sources. If I go to sources itself right over here, guys, inside of that I want you guys, so there will be a lot of options right over here. You can just click on, once you go into sources, this type of panel will open itself. Okay, and inside of it, on the top left corner, on the top left corner in the second row, you will be able to see a button called as show navigator. You will be able to see a button called as show navigator itself, right, guys? Please let me know. You're able to see this button called as show navigator. Just click on this particular button itself. You will be able to see a lot of options right over here, guys. Page, file systems, and then click on these double arrows and you will be able to see other options as well. Overrides, content snips, and snippets. Okay, all these different options you are able to see on your screen, right, guys? Please let me know. All these options you guys will be able to see on your screen, right, guys? I want you guys to select the snippets option from right over here. I want you guys to select the snippets option from right over here, guys. Inside of this snippets, so what is snippets? What is the meaning of snippets in normal English, guys? Not in programming, not in any other language. What is the meaning of the term snippets in normal English, guys? Could you guys let me know? Please let me know, guys. Could you guys let me know? Snippets basically mean small pieces of text. Okay, snippet basically means small pieces of text itself. Right over here, I want to write small pieces of code together. I don't want to write one line of code at a time, just as I was doing in console. I don't want to do shift enter to write multiple lines of code. I don't want to do that. I just want to normally write my code in a file and execute it. That is what I want to do. So for that, we are going to use these snippets itself. You can create a new snippet. You can call it as anything right over here. I'm going to call it as Gokul.js. Okay. Gokul .js, guys. Okay, you can name it as anything. You can name it as you're able to see, I've named it as next.js, naga.js, next.js, prashant.js, prince.js, sumit.js, victor.js, shaurya.js. You can name it as anything, but the .js extension should be there. Just like you're having the .ppt, .pdf, .docs, you're having different kind of extensions that are there. In a similar way, this is a JavaScript file itself, guys. This is a JavaScript file. This is a file that is going to contain your JavaScript code inside of it. Due to that particular reason itself, we provide it with the .js extension. Okay, we provide it with the .js extension itself, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. See, guys, how to open up sources, how to go into snippets. This is a YouTube video. You can watch it at any particular point of time itself. That is not the important aspect right over here. Okay, the important aspect is that I've told you guys how to open it up. Okay, if you don't remember it, you can scroll back, listen to it once again. That is not the important aspect. What is important is to learn how to use snippets. Okay, how to write code in snippets, how to execute code in snippets. Why is it better than using console itself? That is what is important for us. Okay, so right over here we can close it by clicking on the hide navigator button. That will close it up, and now you can easily write whatever, just like a Google Doc. In Google Doc, when you want to write multiple lines of text, do you have to press shift enter? If you want to write multiple lines of text, do you have to press shift enter inside of Google Doc, guys, or Word document itself? No, right? You just press enter, you go to the next line, you continue writing your paragraph itself, you save it, you come back at a later point of time and change it, right? In a similar way, you can write your JavaScript code just like a normal Google Doc itself right over here, guys. Start by just writing var name is equals to prompt. What is your name? Question mark. And I didn't have to press shift enter to continue writing. I just have to press enter itself. I'm going to the next line of code. Okay, I can continue writing my code. Alert. Then I'm putting up hi space plus name space plus you are having your welcome to DevTown. Full stop. As you're able to see, I was able to write the exact same 2 lines of code very easily without pressing shift enter at any particular point of time. If I want to save these 2 lines of code, I just have to do Control S. That will save these 2 lines of code inside of this gokul.js file itself. And then if I want to execute these 2 lines of code together, so I can execute whatever code that is present inside of this file at once by clicking on this button at the bottom, guys. There's a play button at the bottom, right, guys? Are you guys able to see it? Please let me know. The play button at the bottom of the screen, guys. Are you guys able to see it? Please let me know. So if I click on this particular button, all the code that is present inside of this particular file called as gokul.js, that will get executed. Okay, if I click on this particular play button, as you're able to see, all the code present in that file got executed. What is your name? Shaurya. Hi Shaurya, welcome to DevTown. It's as simple as that, guys. As simple as that. That is the reason why it is much more better with console, because by mistake in console, if you press enter instead of shift enter, then all your progress is lost. You have to write the code again. You're getting error messages of all kinds right over there, and you don't want that. Okay, that is the reason why it is a little bit better to use sources. Okay, when you want to execute multiple lines of code together. If you want to execute just 1 line of code and check something, and console is the best option for you guys. Okay, are you guys able to understand it? Please let me know, guys. Great, amazing, guys, amazing. The next thing that we need to understand is about a concept called as functions. A very important concept, guys. A very important. Now, I'm a little bit saddened by a fact, guys, that none of you asked me that while we are executing our code inside of our console. I'm a little bit saddened by this, that none of you asked me what is this undefined. Why is this undefined coming up on our screen every time I'm trying to execute some kind of code? I was a little bit saddened by that. I thought that up till now somebody would have asked it. Okay, but no issues in that. So just to bring it back to your senses, to see that okay, something is coming up right over here. If you guys have missed it, this undefined is coming up again and again whenever we are running our code, right? So this undefined that is coming up, you will be able to understand it once you understand this concept called as functions. Okay, so we will be understanding what is this undefined once we have understood what is functions, guys. Okay, very interesting, very easy. Okay, once you have understood functions, it will be very easy for you guys to identify and nicknames for a particular value itself, right? Nicknames for a particular value. But what if like for example, okay, what if we want nicknames for a piece of code as well? Okay, we want a nickname for a piece of code. What to do in that particular manner itself? Okay, that is also an interesting question, right, guys? What about a nickname for a particular piece of code, right, guys? Array, where is my paint? I think so I deleted it. Just a second, guys. I think so I closed my paint entirely. I thought it was just open right over there. Okay, so right over here, so from my end, the internet is absolutely perfect, guys. Whatever lagging is there is from your end itself. From my end, everything is perfect. Everything is absolutely fine. There is no issues. There is none type of lagging whatsoever. I've checked it right over here itself. Okay, so right over here, guys, what we have to focus upon is a nickname. Okay, a nickname for a piece of code itself, guys. Okay, a nickname for a piece of code itself. Are you guys able to understand it? Please let me know, guys. We want to assign a nickname for a piece of code itself, guys. Are you guys able to understand it? Please let me know. Want to put up a nickname for a piece of code so that whenever I want to use that particular code, I can use it without writing that code itself. For example, let us assume that I want to get the greeting message of all the users coming to my website. I want to take their name and provide them with a greeting message itself. Okay. For example, right over here, you are having an alert. Sorry, you are having a prompt first of all. So var name is equals to prompt. Okay, and then you are having an alert. So every time a user is coming to your website, okay, every time a user is coming to your website, you want to showcase a greeting message to your website by executing these two lines of code, guys. Var name is equals to prompt, alert, hi name, welcome to DevTown. Okay, are you guys able to understand it? This is what we want to do. Are you guys able to understand it? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand it, guys? Please let me know. What we want to do, are you guys able to understand it? Every time a new user is coming to your website, you want to take in his name, you want to save it inside of prompt and show him an alert saying, hi name, welcome to DevTown. This is what you want to do. Now, to write these two lines of code again and again and again, every time a user is coming to your platform, it's a very tedious task. It will just increase the size of your code as well. Are you guys able to understand it? So for example, a user came to your platform, he went through 3 or 4 pages of your platform itself and then went away. Then a new user came after 5 minutes, he saw 2 pages and then he went away. Then another user came immediately after that. Okay, so at different time intervals, different users, okay, are coming to your website, and every time they are coming to your website, you cannot use something like a loop because this time difference is very different. Okay, when a user is going to come to your website, you don't know about it. Okay, when the user is coming to your website, you don't know about it. Okay, so you want to showcase a greeting message to every single user. Now writing these two lines of code again and again and again is a very tedious task. Okay, so for that particular user reason, we are going to assign a nickname to our piece of code itself. Okay, so functions, that is called as functions, guys. Functions are nothing else but nicknames that we assign to a piece of code itself so that we can use it again and again and again. Think about it just like variables. Variables are nicknames for some values that you want to use, right? Nicknames are nothing else but just values that you want to use itself. Okay. such as that functions are nothing else but nicknames for some piece of code that you want to use again and again. So let's try to create a function in JavaScript, guys. Let's try to create a function in JavaScript. Let me go back to our code and let us try to create a function right over here, guys. My hand is stuck. Okay. So let us convert these two lines of code itself into a function. Okay, let us convert these two lines of code into a function itself, guys. What we'll be doing is we'll first declare that actually we are creating a function, function, then the name of the function that we want to create. So let us call this as the greeting greeting function. Okay, we're going to call it as the greeting function itself. We're going to put up some parentheses right over here. What is the use of this parenthesis? We'll be talking about in tomorrow's class, not in today's class. Okay, but remember, we have to put up a parenthesis right over here. Okay, we have to put up a parenthesis right over here. That is the syntax. That what is syntax? Grammar of programming is called as syntax. In English, you are having some grammar as well, some rules and regulations that you have to follow so that your English is perfect. Okay, in a similar way, inside of programming, it is called as syntax itself. Now, what is the use of that? We will try to understand in tomorrow's class, not in today's class. Okay, and whatever code you want this function to contain, just put it up in between these curly braces. So this function called as greeting, okay, we are creating a nickname for this particular piece of code itself called as greeting, and whatever code that you want to contain inside of that particular function, you put it in between these curly braces itself. You put it in between these curly braces. Are you guys able to understand it? Please let me know, guys. Again, you guys have understood variables, right? Functions are nothing else but think about it as variables for a piece of code. Instead of a value, you're having variables for a piece of code that is called as functions. Instead of writing those two lines of code again and again whenever you want to use it, we will be using functions instead of that. It is the exact same thing. If you have understood variables, it is the exact same thing as functions, guys. So do not worry about it. It is very easy to use it. Okay, so right over here, guys, we have saved it. But if I'm running this particular line, okay, if I'm running gokul.js right now, nothing is happening. I'm not getting any kind of prompt. I'm not getting any kind of alert itself. Okay, are you guys able to understand it? Okay, if we try to run this particular prompt itself, this particular gokul.js, nothing is happening on our screen. Why is that the case? Why is that I'm not getting any prompt or any alert right over here, guys? Okay, because we haven't called the function. Let us try to understand this topic, guys. Give me a second. Let me bring something to make you guys understand about it. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Okay. Okay, so this is Batman, guys. Okay, this is Batman. I know it is a very shitty ass Batman, but let's assume that this is Batman right over here. Now, this Batman has a very wobbly head. I know that. So, let me tell you something about Batman. Batman is a vigilante of Gotham City, and he fights crime in Gotham City. He stands up for the little person, and he's a part of the DC universe. So, anytime that you guys are getting mugged, you guys are getting like robbed, or somebody is beating the shit out of you, can like use a flashlight to project the symbol of Batman on the skies of Gotham, and he will come and save you from those goons. Okay, so I've told you something about Batman, right? I've told you everything about Batman right now. Right now, if what happens is that you are stuck somewhere, you are fighting the goons, like everything is happening, but to ask Batman for Batman to come there and help you, you have to call Batman. Right now, I've just defined Batman for you. I've told who is Batman, what is Batman. I've just told you that. But to actually require his help at some particular point of time, okay, for Batman to come there and help you, you have to call it, right? Are you guys able to understand it? Please do let me know. Right now, I've just defined Batman. Okay, this is Batman. This is what Batman does for you. But to actually for Batman to come there and help you, you have to call Batman. Right? The same thing is happening right over here. When you are creating this function, you are just declaring that this. Are you guys able to listen to me properly? Please let me know. Are you guys able to listen to me properly, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to listen to me properly, guys? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to listen to me properly? Please let me know, guys. Okay. I think so. Batman didn't like my joke and did just like he boomeranged my entire setup itself. Basically, the light went off, so the internet went off at the same time. It came back right now. Okay. So, am I audible right now to everybody present in the class? Please let me know. I'm audible to everybody present in the class, guys. Please let me know. Okay. Hopefully, if the light does not goes off again, there shouldn't be any issues. It was not an internet issue. It was basically the issue of the light not being there. Okay, no issues in that. So the last thing that I was saying, could you guys remind me? Could you guys just remind me what was the last thing that I was saying right over there? I just forgot. I was just trying to rectify the solution. Okay, function calling. We were trying to understand function calls itself, right? So no issues in that. Let us go back to the function calling itself. Let me put it out right over here. Let me take it up to the left hand side of my screen. Let me take it this to the right hand side of my screen itself. Let us go right over here. Okay, like I said, guys, here we have just declared the function. We have just told what does this function do. Just like I told you guys about Batman, that what does Batman do for you? Right over here, you are just telling what did this function do for you? What will this function do for you guys? To be able to actually use this particular function, guys. To be able to actually use this function, you have to call the function up. You have to call the function up, guys. And you can easily call the function by just writing the function name itself. You can just write greeting, that is the name of the function, then parenthesis and semicolon. That is how you use a function. This is called as calling a function. It's called as declaring a function, defining a function. Okay, and this is called as calling a function itself. Are you guys able to understand it? Please do let me know, guys. This is called as declaring a function, defining a function, and this is called as calling a function itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Declaring a function, defining a function, and then calling a function. How to call a function up itself. Are you guys able to understand it? Please let me know, guys. Great. So now if I am running this particular line of code, you will be able to see that it is executing my code properly. What is your name? Shaurya. And then I'm getting, hi Shaurya, welcome to DevTown itself. It is as simple as that, guys. As simple as that. Are you guys able to understand it? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Defining a function, declaring a function, and using a function, that is calling a function up itself. You can call a function as many times as possible. You can call it as one time, two time. You can do a console.log after that, console.log. Okay, and then you're writing hi. Then again you can call that function. You can call that function as many times as you want, anywhere inside of your code itself, anywhere inside of your code. And that is the best part about it, guys. That is the best part about it, guys. The class is of 90 minutes long. The class is not of 60 minutes. The class will be daily of 90 minutes itself. Okay, whenever I want, I will be taking your attendance. Right now, please focus upon the class itself. For those guys, I'm just reminding, those guys who are here just for the attendance, you will not be able to receive any kind of certificates. So I will tell you guys, there are two volunteers. Okay, from every bootcamp, I take up two volunteers who just sit and write down the names of the people who are asking for attendance. And we create a list of those. We check up their emails through our subscription list of YouTube, and we just don't give them the certificates itself. We just don't give them the certificates. So please don't be that particular person. If you're here for the learning experience, learn, focus upon the learning part, enjoy, become the part of a community itself. Okay, but if you're here just for the certificates, I'm very sorry, you will not be able to receive anything, not the attendance, not the certificates as well. Make sure that you're not that guy. Okay, good. So are you guys able to understand this concept, this beginning concept of functions, guys? Are you guys able to understand that? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this beginning concept of functions itself, guys? Please let me know. Yes, no issues in that, right, guys? Everybody is able to understand it. Great, guys. Awesome. One more thing, guys. So, like I said, I want you guys to become a community, like part of the DevTown community itself. For that particular purpose, we like some volunteers to volunteer from their colleges to help DevTown reach out to more number of people, to help DevTown reach to their colleges by organizing events, by organizing some live sessions for their own colleges itself, some career counseling sessions, some kind of learning backend web development, cloud development in 3 days, some sessions for their own colleges with their clubs and everything that is there. So we call them as the citizens of DevTown. Okay, so what, why citizens? Because it is a development town, right? DevTown basically means development town itself, guys. So due to that particular reason, we call our representatives as citizens. So basically it is like a 1 month internship. You can be a citizen with DevTown for as long as you want, of course. That is, of course, we are always ready to take in as many number of citizens as possible. So if you guys are interested for that, it will be a 1 month internship in which you will be a part of DevTown. Let me just show you guys that as well. So this is basically the form that we have. Currently, we are having more than 12,000. Okay. Currently, we are having more than 12,000 citizens from all across the world. 12,642 citizens all across the world, guys. We are having citizens from US, UK, UAE, Nigeria, Kenya. We are having citizens from Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, India as well. So I want you guys to participate in this. I want you guys to be the face of DevTown in your own colleges itself. Right? You're able to see your roles and responsibilities as a citizen will be to encourage your friends to join our DevTown, to be the face of DevTown in your own campuses as well, to promote our free boot camps, arrange free workshops, arrange free events in your college. And of course, the top campus ambassadors will also be getting goodies and courses and stipends from our end as well. So this is a proper internship. You will be getting an offer letter. You will be getting a letter of recommendation and internship completion certificate from our end. There is no cost associated with it. It is basically you being a part of the DevTown community. That's it. So that we are able to organize such big events for you guys. We are able to bring in more companies. I have amazing blasting events with you guys. So if you guys want, in the next 10 minutes before I'm showing you the attendance, I would like as many of you guys to participate in this particular citizenship of DevTown itself. Okay. So I'm giving you guys the link for registering into the same itself, guys. Like I said, we want as many number of students to be a part of this community that we have developed right over here. So in the next 10 minutes itself, guys, I want as many of you guys to be a part of this. Can I expect at least 2,000 of you to be a part of the DevTown community itself? Please let me know. Can I expect that from you guys? Okay, no matter if you are in school, you are in college, you are a pass out as well. I want everybody to be a part of this community and make sure that you guys are going through it, guys. Okay, that is the aim of this community, right? To give you every single opportunity to grow yourself, to do amazing in your life, right? So I'm providing you guys with this link, as you are able to see in the live chat. I want you guys in the next 10 minutes to fill up this particular link itself. It will take you less than a minute to do that. Okay, I've already, it is completely remote, guys. You can do it from your home, from your college. It has no time commitment to it. It's just that I want you guys to be a part of this community, guys. Can I see at least 2,400 people to register for the same? I would love to see that we have crossed 15,000 campus representatives, our citizenship. We have crossed, like, it will be greater. 15,000 is actually greater than some of the smallest micronations that is out there. So I would love to see that from you guys. So in the next 10 minutes, guys, before I'm showing you the attendance, please do fill out this particular Google form and please do be a part of this particular community. Like I've already told you guys, these are the things that companies see from us when they are giving you guys the certificates, that how many people are a part of your community, how many people are actually participating in your program itself. Due to that particular reason itself, I would love to see at least to reach 15,000 campus representatives, our citizens, in this particular boot camp itself. Okay, so if you guys want to become a part of our community, you guys can fill this link up. After 10 minutes, I'll be showing you guys the attendance link as well. Right now, this is the citizenship link that is there, guys. In the next 10 minutes, I would love if you guys are able to fill this up and become a part or a part of a community as a citizen to DevTown. Okay, so can you guys do that? I've already seen that almost 100 of you guys have already filled up the form. I want as many number of people to be a participant of the citizenship of DevTown. If you guys are doing well, there are stipends associated with it as well. There are goodies, there are certificates, there are courses, there are many other things that we are providing to you guys. Okay, so do become a part of it, guys. I've already provided you guys with the registration link for the same as well. Okay, do become a part of it, and it would be amazing if you guys are a part of this as well. Okay, I mean, 11th, would you provide the certificate? Of course, we don't check these type of things itself. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, we are an open platform. We want anybody and everybody who is willing to grow, who is willing to learn, who is here to be a part of the community itself. We are only looking for those people. Is it only for students? No, it is for everybody who is willing to grow and learn. Okay, we don't have any boundaries, right, in our boot camps. See, that is the reason we didn't name it as a school town, or let's assume a college town, right? It is a development town. Everybody and anybody who is interested in development, who is interested to grow, who is interested to learn itself, for those we have created this platform. Okay, so anybody who wants to be a part of the DevTown program itself, to be a part of the DevTown community itself, to grow right over here inside of the community, this is just for them. Okay, so I'm able to see almost, I think so, 600 people have already joined us. Okay, almost 600 people have already joined us. I'm expecting at least we are able to cross 15,000 campus ambassadors in the next 5 minutes itself. After 5 minutes, I will have to showcase the attendance link. So I'm hoping that at least 15,000 people, okay, will be joining us right over here, right? Okay, I'm able to see a lot of students have already joined us, guys, and I'm expecting at least 15,000 campus representatives, our citizenship, to have been grown in the next 5 minutes. After that, I will be giving you guys the attendance link as well. Do not worry about it. My main aim is to create a community, right? To make sure that there are people from various communities coming right over here, and there are a lot of benefits for that as well. For example, right now we are going to, next month we are going to start off with boot camps on data science. Okay, we are going to have a boot camp on artificial intelligence very soon. Okay, in this month itself we are going to have a boot camp on artificial intelligence, on machine learning, on Python. We are going to have boot camps. Then we are going to start off with our boot camps on electric vehicle designs, on UI UX. We are going to have boot camps not on MBA courses as well. We are going to have boot camps on product management. We are going to have boot camps on HR. We are going to have boot camps on IoT. So we are doing a lot of different stuff for you guys behind the background itself, and I hope that you guys will be having an amazing time. So we are already organizing boot camps on front-end web development, back-end web development, DevOps, cloud. We are going to have boot camps on AI, Python, machine learning, deep learning, data science, data analytics. We're going to start off with boot camps on Excel, Power BI, Tableau as well. We're going to have boot camps on electric vehicle design, IoT, finances, HR and finances as well. So all these different stuff that we are going to do for you, you guys will be a part of this particular community, helping the community grow, helping yourself grow as well by having some exclusive events just for the campus ambassadors as well. So there will be a lot of different stuff that is coming your way. Okay, even we are having boot camps. We're going to start off with our boot camps on cybersecurity and ethical hacking, and all these boot camps will be taken up by people directly from Google, directly from various different companies like Microsoft, Amazon. All of them will be my friends itself. So I hope that you guys will be having an amazing time right over here. Okay. So a lot of things have been planned for you guys, okay? And I hope that you guys will be able to participate in all these programs, grow right over here, learn right over here. And to do that, we need to have a very strong community, guys. Okay. We need to have a very strong community right over here so that we are able to grow to the proper extent. So, due to that particular reason itself, please do register for the campus representative, that is our citizenship program itself. Up till now, almost I guess there are somewhere around 1500 registrations that has already happened. Okay, so 1500 people have already registered and became a part of the DevTown community by registering on this platform. After 3 minutes, I'll be showing you guys the attendance as well. For those who still want to become a part of our community, I'll suggest you guys please fill out the form right now itself, so that after 3 minutes, I'll be giving you guys the attendance link as well. Okay, so that after 3 minutes, I'll be giving you guys the attendance link as well. I'm very excited to get a chance to work with you guys to create a community that is going to impact millions of lives in the future. Okay, so I'm very excited to work with you guys to make sure that we are able to reach to our goals, and we are able to create a community where people are able to learn and grow right over here. Okay, so please do register for the citizenship from this particular link, guys. And in the meanwhile, I will create your attendance link as well. So please do register for the same. In the meanwhile, I will create the attendance link for today's class. Okay. So give me a minute, guys. Let me create the attendance link right over here. So where's the attendance front end web development? In the meanwhile, guys, you guys can register for the campus representative, that is the citizenship program itself. I'm going to create your attendance right over here, guys. Okay, so this will be the day 2 attendance right over here. And responses, let me open it up. Okay, share the attendance link with you guys. Sure, Kabir. As a part of the campus representative, as a part of the citizen, I can conduct any type of career counseling sessions in your college. There's no issues in that. I'm always happy to help you guys out. So I've created your attendance link, guys. Now I'm going to share it with you guys. Please start filling your attendance. Okay, right now I'm putting up your attendance right over here. The attendance will be closed at exactly 9:10, guys. The attendance will be closed at exactly 9:10, guys. Okay. The attendance will be closed exactly at 9:10. Set an alarm for 9:10. Okay. The attendance will be closed exactly at 9:10, guys. I have provided you guys with the attendance link as well, as you are able to see from right over here. Please start filling up the attendance link. The attendance link will be closed exactly at 9:10 itself. Okay, I have provided you guys with the attendance link, as you are able to see right over here. Okay, please start filling up your attendance link as well, guys. We'll meet tomorrow exactly at 7:30 and we'll continue from right over there. Okay, so let's have an awesome time, guys. Let's make sure that we are able to study as much as possible and enjoy the learning process as well in the same time. Okay. Okay, guys, thank you so much for being in the class today, and we'll complete our functions tomorrow, and we'll also start with React.js from tomorrow itself. So make sure you are on in the class on time itself, and we'll continue from right over there. So thank you so much, guys, and I hope that you guys were able to learn something new today. You guys were able to enjoy today's class as well, and I hope that made a lot of difference for you guys as well. Okay. So thank you so much, guys, and make sure that you are coming to class on time tomorrow. This is the attendance link, guys. This is the attendance link that I've given to you guys right over here. So make sure that you are coming to the class on time tomorrow, and we'll have an awesome time moving ahead, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, guys, and have a great day ahead. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye. Bye, guys.